What's going on, everyone? Hope you're good. Hope you are well. It is Thursday, and it is time for one more live before I go on my trip. So I figured, let me do it. I saw a video yesterday, and I kind of felt the need again to almost do a little bit of a reaction, much shorter than some of the other two reaction videos. And then maybe, we'll just see where everything else goes. But I do see Melissa. Shout out to Melissa in the chat. Shout out to Pete. Great to see you both. Let me know y'all sense of the day. Mine is a little bit of oxytocin from ATH, rose, chocolate, almond. This is a little bit of musk. Really good, very sensual stuff. I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. Y'all let me know in the comments down below what y'all wearing. Raph, great to see you. Also, please, if y'all can, leave a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, so there is a video that I saw, and I'm gonna just get into it. No need to beat around the bush here. There was a video that I saw from two, I guess, style influencers. Shout out to Teddy and Courtney over at Baldassarre Fragrances. So this is an actual fragrance channel, although these two people tend to be more style enthusiast influencers. Shout out to Chris, my favorite Canadian. Shout out to great choice. I really enjoyed that one. I really got to look into getting that one myself. And shout out to LX Fragrance. Great to see you, bro. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. Y'all make sure y'all check out LX Fragrance's channel. Y'all make sure y'all check out Melissa Villanueva's channel, especially on Saturdays when she does a lot of her lunch chit chat live streams. Really good stuff. But yeah, so Courtney, Teddy, Baldassarre Fragrances, they released a video a few days ago giving you like the best designer fragrances for each situation. And I got a little bit of something to say about that, because not that the video was bad, it was a good quality video, but that's the best. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Like I said, y'all let me know y'all sense of the day. Mine, ATH, and oxytocin. And the description, in the description, the actual video will be there too. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to type all of this up right now, so this way we can go ahead and see what is actually going on here, But what up, brother? Chat. Thank you. All right. Now that I got everything. Mr. Bonham, great to see you. Azal Ginger Lover, great choice. I've heard good things. I gotta check that one out. Georgie's, also pleasure to see you too. Pine Rocks, yo. Great to see you, bro. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. It's been a minute. And Cartoon Kid, Dior Homme Original. Now, Dior Homme Original, is this like 2012? Is this 2015, 16, 2008? Which one you rocking, Cartoon Kid? Let me know. But I appreciate you all. I'm gonna go ahead and really waste no more time. Just get into it at this point. Share the screen. Jacob, great to see you too, bro. Ralph Lauren Romance, hell yeah. All right. So obviously, on one side you have Courtney, and on the other you have Teddy. They are from the channel Baldassarre Frags. They have 30,000 subscribers. They review fragrances for anybody who didn't know who they were. But they actually are, like, Courtney actually has more of a style influencer type of channel. You know, Teddy, I'm not too familiar with outside of this channel, but let's just give it a whirl, why don't we? Oh, Dior original from 2021. Got you, got you, got you. Okay, okay. All good. I did enjoy that one though. So Vincent, son of the day, Baldassarini, almost fitting. You almost I was about to say, wait, what? But hell yeah. All right. So with all of this being done, let me cue this up, and then afterwards, I'll drop the link for anybody.
And I'm Teddy, and in this video, we are going to be picking out 7 designer fragrances for different types of scenarios. So different places that you're going.
The best.
Maybe
when you say the best,
to the beach, maybe you're going to school, maybe you're going to the office.
Kind of heavy.
Different designers that we can handpick to be good.
Also,
choices
in the chat, let me know maybe some of your recommendations because we'll kind of like stop and go.
So because of that, I think I have to lead us off here. In the first category, I have the beach. You can call this the pool. Anywhere where you're getting sunshine. Jean Barbados. This is Artisan Pure. I like this fragrance. I was very impressed. Not to say that it's like going to overwhelm you with it smelling so sophisticated, but it's just pleasant. It's very nice for this type of environment. So for notes here, clementine, petitgrain, orange, lemon, bergamot. This is going to be a mix of citrus and then getting some woody backbone to it without being overwhelming. It's not going to give you the same vibe as many that you're seeing with like cedar, sandalwood. It's less dense, more in the air. It's zesty, citrus, light, but still does have some masculine tendencies to it. It's not going to make it really overbearing. That I think has become the theme for a lot of these fragrances now, to have a lot of woods. This has that. It has that backbone, but it's not leaning so far into that direction where it loses its sense of that citrus and this fruity type of nature off the top as the fragrance sits on the skin for some time. I really like this one, well crafted, and I think I just need to look at more Jean Barbados fragrances after this because this was the one that we tried in a previous video.
We both liked it.
We both liked it. Yeah. So, and of course, the bottle does give off the same
it's vibes. Total beach vibes.
Throw this in a bag. Go to the beach with this thing with you. Honestly,
it's fresh. It's light. It's perfect for that situation for sure.
All right, Courtney. Next up, we have the gym.
So, absolutely, you know, shouts out to Lewis, by the way. Great to see you, bro. And Artisan Pure is a good beach fragrance. It is no real complaints really with that per se. There's no actual complaints with this one. I guess maybe on my end, especially because it's a beach, maybe because Artisan with the beach, you tend to maybe want to be around there for like multiple hours. Some people say the Artisan Pures, Jean Barbados as a whole, will not last. And I mean, just you can go with Artisan Pure, you know, especially if you're in an upscale beach situation, or you could maybe go to a place based off of a place, or go with a fragrance based off of a place that ends up giving off beach tropical like vibes in Bora Bora from Liz Claiborne. This won't necessarily trump that. You know, at the end of the day, both are very good recommendations for the beach. But $15 for this Artisan Pure at best, you'll have to pay like $35 for a 2 something ounce. Maybe you could probably find it for like $40 for 100 ml, but $15. You're gonna smell really nice. You're gonna definitely smell a little bit more unique in the way. Get like a kiwi leather, hibiscus, cedarwood, musk vibe from this, and it will be just a little bit more of a different offering while still kind of giving you similar vibes, similar aesthetics. So Artisan Pure it's inexpensive enough. Exactly. You know, Artisan Pure definitely is not bad. Like this one, not that bad, honestly. You know, their selection. And just for the purposes of the video and the way I'm kind of going, I guess my offering would be Liz Claiborne Bora Bora. But overall, Artisan Pure is great.
We have the gym, and it needs
The next
to be
one, the
something
gym,
that's easy
which
to wear, light.
this is going to be controversial in itself just because a lot of people feel you shouldn't even be wearing fragrance at the gym. I don't care. I mean, I care about what I'm wearing, but we'll just go ahead.
Weight, versatile, and for that reason we chose Nautica Blue. This one is refreshing. You're not going to choke people out on the treadmill if you walk in wearing this. And when you're also thinking about a gym scent, you want to keep in mind this should be something that you can just throw in your gym bag and not have to worry about. So going for something on the more affordable side, I think makes a lot of sense here. You get that water lily, pineapple, bergamot. It's just the perfect year-round versatile gym scent.
I mean, it's better than smelling a sweaty individual. I'll say that. And then also kind of more classic masculine for what it's going for. This is following that trend of
hey, Marcial, great to see you.
Musky backbone, sandalwood in here as well. So certainly going to be an easy wear, and I think for people around you.
This is a real B&H customer.
So I will take a moment just to say hey to Marcial. Great to see Marcial here. Nautical Blue will be gone before you get to the gym. And you see when it was like, okay, Artisan Pure, nice selection, nice option. And then after that, it was like, it kind of, you know, buckled a little bit with this one. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I'm going to let Teddy finish. When I go to the gym, Bath and Body Works spray, that's always a good thing too, you know. Yeah, Nautica Blue will be gone. Definitely, you know, well said, Pete. Well said. But I'm gonna let Teddy finish then give my offering.
We actually did a reaction video with this one, and people loved it. They thought it was expensive. They were like obsessed with it. So can't go wrong, especially you want to smell great in the gym if you're maybe going to meet some ladies or something. This one's good.
Yeah, and also think about people that are probably in the gym might not be into fragrances. They just want something that smells pleasant, clean.
Yeah.
Because everybody else there does not smell like that. And you could do that for under $20 for this fragrance. So, hey, it makes sense. All right, so now for our next category, we have.
So clean is the thing, right? About $20. Lewis is right. Dior Homme Sport for the gym. That would be a nice gym fragrance. A little bit pricey for the gym, but that, you know, as far as the composition, definitely something nice. But okay, you want to make the case, oh, you want it to be cheap for the gym. How about for $25, you get a 4.2 ounce that actually lasts long enough for you to perform in the gym? That's a Azal Chrome Legend. And this has a little bit of tea, a little bit of apple, some musk, some woods. You get the array of citruses at the top. This does last. Now, I wouldn't recommend you overspray it and go to the gym because there is some punch behind it. But this, within that price range of about $20, I'd probably recommend even Versace Pour Homme over this. That's my go-to gym fragrance. But if you're talking about for like a $20-ish fragrance, you know, you could get this for about that price, and it will definitely perform the strongest between Versace Pour Homme, Nautica Blue, and this. So, Lewis, Legend is great. Mercedes-Benz cologne is another. I've heard that was similar to the Dior Homme cologne. A lot of people have given it praise. Does this have coconut in it? Pine Rocks? I don't think it did. I don't detect coconut at all. I mean, I know there are a bunch of notes. There's like tonka in here, apple, citruses, teas, musk. But CK Summer 2019 is good as well. What's the because you know every CK has like a certain prime note or whatever about it. What's the feature, if you will, for this one, LX? Let me know. Let me know. Also, y'all make sure y'all check out Marshall's Blends Fragrance. Sorry, Marcial. Let me try that one more time. Y'all make sure y'all check out Marcial's Blends and Fragrances channel right there. The man has some great stuff. I'm sorry. I did have my coffee today. It's been a busy day, but I appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, Jim, Azar Chrome Legend. That would be my thing. Let's get into the next one.
Have going to the office. Now, there's a lot of people who will talk about Prada fragrances.
That wasn't a bottle, by the way.
This to me, though, also
Office
that I really like. So I recently got a full bottle of this for our spring video that we did, and this is so good. And this also performed well with some of our reactions. People like this, and that was actually a surprise to me. This is Cartier Declaration d'un Soir. So this fragrance, it's light.
Very true,
really
though,
what
Pete.
I think is unique about this fragrance, it utilizes a rose note. And rose notes in designers, to me, comes off very overly synthetic and almost too just pronounced in order for it to be worn in an easy way. This is
Por favor. Thank
also
you.
getting some black
Please and
pepper,
thank you.
sandalwood, cardamom, and then some other just spices with this that allows it to have some masculine stance. Typically, all these floral notes can give off this overly feminine idea. It's pleasant, it's light, it has that woody back with those spices. It still doesn't lean so far in that direction where it doesn't forget what it's trying to be, which is a clean, appealing fragrance. And it's, I would say, for a designer, this to me, I would pick this over something like Prada L'Homme. Personally, this is very nice. Even though I'm not a big rose or floral note type of individual, so that's something I grab all the time. But I really do like this one.
Yeah, this is honestly one of my favorite designers that we've tried so far. It does exactly what it's supposed to do in a situation like an office. You smell clean, you smell inviting, you're not going to offend anybody in the cubicle next to you. And it's a really great option for that.
It's clean without feeling like it's so.
Alyssa coming through with the
There's
female
a lot
options.
of that where you're smelling more to that side of things rather than just smelling pleasant. This is, I think, the perfect middle ground. And I'm a big fan of it. Love the combination of the rose and black peppers. It's very inviting and nice.
Okay, our next.
So, Declaration. I believe that was un soir because he said rose. Exactly. The rose probably adds a little bit more romanticism to the date. Dude said no to Prada. Dang. Well, my personal office work environment fragrance I would probably recommend in this case would be Narciso Rodriguez Blue Noir EDT or EDP. In this case, I have the EDT. It comes off a little bit more earthy, a little bit fresh and green still, but you have a combination of musk, ambers, violet leaf that give you almost a Terre de Hermes light, not eau fresh, but like a not as in your face type of earthy tone to it, and doesn't have orange, you know, that pronounced orange, but just a clean, musky, professional, could still be a little bit sexy, you know, just in the office, you know, if you like to, you know, just casually show that you're not just a stiff person, that you have a personality. Wear Narciso Rodriguez Blue Noir EDT. And it might actually run you a little bit cheaper than the Cartier because this 50 ml bottle is currently going for about $45. So let me see what they're saying. You said no to Prada. YSL L'Homme, another good one. You know, I was kind of thinking of the L'Homme El Intense myself, but definitely YSL L'Homme good. This YSL L'Homme doesn't last as long, so you would need to reapply, at least with something like this. It'll get you just about to that duration of the day. But definitely YSL long. Nice, musky, clean, good for work. Right. Shout out to Mohicans. I appreciate you. Joshi. Thank you so much. And Cartier Edition Noir smells like CEO. Now, Joe. I speak to you a lot. I didn't speak to you about this list. And you'll see what I'm saying in a second. But yeah, my work scent. Let's go to the next one.
Next category here is date. And for this one, I chose Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This is the intense version. I'm thinking here of like
where
a
I'm starting
like
to
you're going out to lunch or you're doing something
a
that's
date
outside,
light blue.
something that's light and refreshing, but still mass appealing and again, not going to offend anybody or make her not want to go in for a hug, right? So I really like this one. It's actually something that I enjoy wearing too. But I think it's just a really safe, awesome option.
You're getting many of the characteristics that people expect with the light blue line. You're going to get that marine seawater with citrus off the top.
Oh, marine,
musky backbone. That's kind of become the way of which this fragrance is going to be developed and has its reputation built upon.
And honestly, like when I smell it, it's just an attractive smell. And I don't know that if that's because I've seen the commercials with like all the hot people or whatever it is, but it just smells like an attractive scent. And I think that's obviously perfect for a date.
So next up, we have school. And for school...
Also, shout out to Pinoy really quick. Also, that's the end of that. I'm going to have to give my selection. But shout out to Pinoy. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. It's not a date fragrance. Exactly. That is... And, I mean, everybody has their own preference. I get it. But this is why, just like doctors, sometimes you need to seek a second opinion. I would know. At the end of the day, sometimes you gotta seek a second opinion with your fragrance options. The baldy guy collects watches. Got you. Okay, so I knew it was something style. I know Courtney. I've seen her like do almost these reaction videos to people like Alpha M and all the other style influencers. But now it makes sense. Melissa wants that Mugler Pure Wood for a date. Hey, it's a great option. But my option for a date, because you're talking about watery and fresh and everything, you could still do that and be sexy. You could still do that and be mysterious. You could do all of that with Cartier Pasha Edition Noir for your date. You'll smell fresh. It's aromatic. It has mint. It has violet leaf. It has a little bit of iris. It has citruses. It has water notes. It has wood. So this way, people can appreciate you. And there's a little bit of musk. This, for a date, achieves much more of that fresh, kind of clean, but still give you some sort of seductive vibe than something like a light blue. Light blue is just a casual throw-on fragrance, in my opinion. Light blue is a good work fragrance, in my opinion. I can't recommend that for a date, in my opinion. What up, Mike? Great to see you. Y'all make sure y'all check out I Smells channel. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. I pointed the wrong way. Meant to point that way. My bad. Great to see Stefan Fragrance. Y'all make sure y'all check out Stefan Fragrance's channel. Yeah, we just over here reviewing some or reacting to some of these options. Y'all make, if there are any of your preferences that maybe that you would recommend for these scenarios, go ahead and leave them in the chat. And then at the end, I'll go ahead and drop the link so everyone could react. But we are now on to the next one, which is school.
I want to keep that rather open because that could classify a lot of people. Maybe you're in more of an advanced degree. Maybe you're in high school. So I want something that could work for all those different types of scenarios. And I also think about the classroom environment. It can't be so overly heavy, and it can't be too out there in exploring something that maybe most people won't enjoy. Speaking of explore.
Happy birthday. Alex,
Usually
great to
bras
see
fit
you.
small-chested women.
Here we go
quite
again
fit.
with bras. Great to see Alex in the chat. I appreciate you. School, and I already heard it. Y'all probably heard it.
Mont Blanc Explorer. I didn't set that
Mont
up at all.
Blanc
So this
Explorer.
is bergamot and Broxin, also getting some vetiver and pink pepper, but really this fragrance to me is a citrus blast off the top. And then you're getting that woody background.
Not a
but
bad
I also
option.
love the hints of
I mean, I
pepper.
like
This is a
I
spicy
like
with the
Explorer.
citrus
I
opening.
recommend
You're getting
Explorer
a bit of the
as like a
Aventus. I
signature
actually get it
scent.
more with this compared to a lot of other fragrances that people will classify as a great alternative to Aventus. Masculine, easy to wear. I would say leans youthful, but this is probably my favorite Mont Blanc. It's not something that I reach for all
Shout
the time
to
for my personal
SoCal.
wearing, but whenever somebody asks, okay, what's a good youthful fragrance to get started with? I think Mont Blanc makes a lot of them, and this is probably near the top of the pack, I would say.
It does.
What they do best. All right, so next up, Courtney.
Next up is you're headed to a party.
First of all, Anuj, thank you so much for the $13 Canadian. Appreciate the hard work. Thank you. And I appreciate you tuning in to watch. It really does seriously mean a lot to me that you went ahead. You gave me the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. Feel free to contribute with any comments, any selections. Right now we're going over school. We have what looks to be like 2 more options left after I give my school. Pinoy, yo, $5. Thank you so much. School and office fragrances, I agree, for the Explorer. Yeah, no, I would recommend Explorer just as a like signature fragrance for women who look to get something for their man who isn't really into colognes or fragrances. Too, you know, it's just a very good fragrance. I'm not too down about it. Again, I do enjoy Explorer. So there's that. What kind of party though? See, we'll be getting into that in a second, but right now, ooh, strawberry. I wear good girl to the office. Haven't decided on what. Maybe you should I know something they don't know, strawberry. So maybe you might want to go ahead and consider one of your newer fragrances for the office. I mean, for school when you start. Maybe. We'll see. When I start at school, the Brute, yeah. So, school for me, Explore is not a bad pick, but I'd recommend Prada Luna Rosa Sport. Just because you're gonna still smell fresh, but there's gonna be a sense of sexiness with you. It's gonna last. This thing is potent, so don't bomb this unless you just like to bomb your fragrances. But just be a little bit more conscious, you know, that this actually does have some weight to it. Shout out to Strawberry in the chat. But yeah, what you're gonna get out of this: mint, vanilla, little bit of like maybe white floral jasmine thing going on, some musk in here. It's basically going to remind you of Le Male. For those who don't know, it's the bluish green turquoise torso. That is what you're kind of going to get out of this. But it's a little bit more refined, a little less synthetic. You could get this 50 ml for about $45, and it'll last you for sure throughout your entire class session. Whoever is trying to smell it on you will think you smell great. I've had no complaints, only positive things said. So yeah. Shout out to Stephen Lewis. Yeah, definitely shout out to Lewis too for his freestyles and everything. Strawberry Needs Good Girl Gone Bad by Killian. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Vincent. That is definitely one that she would need to check out. Did a mukbang today. Oh, okay. Shout out. Velvet Tonka, Marcial. What do you mean Velvet Tonka for school? or is that just scent of the day, or you talking about for her, or her being strawberry? Let me know. I was looking at that. It is Killians are expensive. It's a Killians are expensive. Naxos side effect late inherent tobacco party go-tos. All right, let's get into the parties. Also,
You're thinking,
remember
what am I
that
gonna
these are
wear?
those designers.
Valentino Uomo Intense. This one is a really great winter fragrance for me. I think it tends to lean more sweet, more sultry, but is a good alternative to like a Versace Eros if you're going to a party. It's a little bit more sophisticated and elevated, I think. It's not as youthful. You could definitely get away with wearing it if you're on the younger side or older side. I think it pretty much hits everyone on the map there. But you're getting the iris, vanilla, leather, tonka bean. It's honestly just a sexy, inviting scent, which is kind of what you want when you're going to a party.
Yes, and performance is fantastic on this as well. So this is one of the better designer performance fragrances that I think we own. Probably geared more toward the winter months. It might be tough, but if you're going out for like a party at night, I think you could still wear this in a warmer environment and be okay.
Exactly, Pete.
Although, just
shout out to Mr. Midnight.
You are going to get some good performance out of this one, so good choice.
I mean,
to round it out,
it's a good fragrance. Don't get me wrong, but like Pete said, number one, it's very hard to find. Number two, it's a Valentino. It's hard to find. This is where I'm going to say something that I've been saying for almost 2 months now. Party, especially if you're a man and you want to take control of the night, you got to make sure that you are at your absolute best. By the way, I'm going to like this right now, just so this way. Hey, I'm number 69. 569, but number 69. Party. Nothing better than Poker Face from Ted Lapidus. Why? Because people are going to say this will remind them of La Nuit Alone from Yves Saint Laurent, except this projects, this has longevity. It really does perform pretty much like how everyone used to say back in my day, La Nuit used to last 8, 9, 12 hours, and it used to perform like a beast. Yeah. And really quick, can I get that note breakdown again? Vanilla, leather, iris, tonka bean, orange, clary sage. Poker Face. Vanilla. I believe leather. Iris violet, tonka bean, cardamom. And I think there is some sort of citrus. So I'm not saying that this will be a clone of that because it's not. It's more closer towards La Nuit. But even just off of similar notes, and for $20, 100 ml Eau de Toilette can be had around $20, 22, 23, sometimes 19. Yeah, no, this is definitely my designer pick for party situations after seeing something like that. Let me see the chat. Ultramall, really good for a party too. Yes, it is. Definitely, Oh, designer, sorry. My own Spice Bomb Extreme, definitely. Pure Havana, Ultramall, Dior Sauvage. No, I mean, Pinoy, yours were great selections too. Like, I love all of them, but just because I don't want it to be like, oh, no fair, we only stuck to designer type of thing. You know what I mean? So, Dior Poison, Good Girl, Chanel Chance. Yeah, definitely. Okay, why did my system do that? Guapo projects look great for a party. Shout out to Aaron Terrence Hughes. Definitely, I'm wearing that oxytocin. Guapo does perform really good too. For summer party, Salvatore. I'll have to check that one out, Alex. So, okay. Now we're on to the last one. which is what?
I'm gonna go for something for bedtime. Now, some people
Bedtime.
might be saying you wear fragrances to bed. Well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't.
I mean, I
When
do too,
I
but
do typically wear this. I wear this a lot. This is
Con
from Haran. This
Pum.
is Pour on Homme
I mean,
de
that's a
Haran.
classic just fragrance. That
I
could be
love this
used as a
fragrance. This is
signature
from
scent
1934. This is a
in general.
classic. We had that video. We looked at classic fragrances. To
Or
me,
anytime. Shout out to
this
Raph.
is
Line Week
just a
2019
timelessness
never
of the
lasts more than
bottle.
4 hours
It
on my
doesn't
skin.
feel
Well,
dated.
this
Doesn't make
will
any dates.
last.
If I say that date,
Give you about
you're probably
7 to
thinking,
8,
oh my
Raph,
goodness, I don't wanna
even.
near this
But
thing,
if you
but
just
it's very
liked that
pleasant.
blend,
It's also so simple. It's a linear dry down, lavender, vanilla, musk. It's aromatic, powdery. It's just smooth, but that lavender note with vanilla, that accord, it just puts you to sleep. And lavender typically is a note that it does kind of evoke those just nighttime feels.
Yeah,
Which-
anytime you see a pillow spray, it normally has some kind of lavender in it because it is just kind of a sleepy, drowsy scent. But this is one that I don't mind you wearing to sleep because it smells really good.
Yes, it is more mature. If you've ever smelled
mature.
Tom Ford's Lavender Extreme, very similar to that. I think this was actually a point of inspiration for him because he actually apparently likes this fragrance a lot. Performance isn't great, but it's, when in this circumstance, I don't think that matters so much. It's there for when you need it, before you go to bed. Some people, again, might not like the idea of wearing a fragrance before bed, but I do it sometimes. So that's my choice. All right, guys. Well, thank you again so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video,
I don't
please
know if that would be on par with Lavender Extreme like that. It's been a while since I smelled it, but if Lavender Extreme smelled like Lavender Palm, that didn't really remind me of Lavender Palm. But that's the end of the video. Shout out to Teddy and Courtney, like I said before. And let me go ahead and post that right there. Shout out to everybody in the chat. So that for sleep, you want to know why I didn't? I took the screen off for sleep because I just wear whatever I'm wearing based off of whatever the scenario was for sleep. I won't have a separate fragrance dedicated to sleep. But as a whole, not a bad option. I do like that fragrance overall. I just kind of feel like I'm not gonna wear fragrance just to wear fragrance at night. Like whatever I'm wearing already. Like if I went to a party and I'm wearing this poker face, then I'll just have poker face on that night. Anything with also there's lavender in here. But anything with lavender is a sleep fragrance. Yeah. No, lavender would be my go-to for sleep. I used to actually wear lavender palm to sleep from Tom Ford. I agree, Joe. Dude, I've worn Zahar Rosé for bed once. It is. I've done that too. I've worn rosé also to go to sleep. Definitely a good time. But it was so what do y'all think? It's a can't type. Control V. Shout out to Alex. Vetiver scents are also good and relaxing. Yes, some vetiver scents can be good and relaxing. Some of these options were a little bit off. And anybody watching, shout to supply and demand. I don't want anybody to just think that that is the best way, because when you're using words like the best, that means that there's no others. And clearly, I mean, between the chat and my selections, I like to think that we gave significantly better options, you know. Shout out to Mr. Midnight. Usually where sampling is a good time to do it because you get to test the longevity for sure. But it's like everyone knows I'm live right now and everyone's trying to call me. It's very weird. Sorry about that. Savage. Definitely Eau Savage. Oh, best fragrance for Alex's birthday party. Oh man, y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. So yeah, everyone, that was just the gist of my video. I just light blue on a date. No. No. Wear Cartier, please. Wear something with a little bit more depth. I promise you, you'll still be just as fresh, but a little bit more sexier, you know. Explore wasn't a bad play, like I said, but this isn't either. And you get to walk around being like, oh, I'm wearing Prada, you know? Ooh, we got a guest, everyone. I hope you're ready. I know this thing is turned on, but there is one main question that everybody is asking right now when I let this guest in.
Is this thing on? Is this thing on?
Great to see you, bro. Great
Welcome to the Unaverage Joe Show. Hi, everybody. Hi, Melissa. Hi, everybody in the chat. How are you guys doing? Alex!
Great to see Alex in the chat. Thank you for stopping by.
Mio fratello, che se dice? And I know LX is there too. There's gotta be a sign for LX. Like, how would you do a sign for LX like that, right? You know how LA is like that.
It would have to be a slant.
There you go.
L
LX.
and then
there you go. LX.
Yeah,
dude. You know which one is a really relaxing but stays and does good? Sudu Te.
Let me see.
Sudu Te by Perfumology.
Ooh.
It's a white tea fragrance. It has over 100 materials. It has a phantom note of leather. And so I'm not going to spray it on my neck because on my neck I have Happy Land's Home for the Holidays, which smells wonderful. And on my arms, I'm smelling Chris from the Perfumes Nest sent me this one to try out. Someone had given it to her. And I like gourmands, and so she gave it to me. This one is Harem Al Sultan by Kalis. And it reminds me of, if anybody remembers Nina Ricci's Luna, the bottle reminds me of it. And the gourmand energy it has also reminds me of Nina Ricci's Luna.
Hey.
Yeah. You know another relaxing one? I decanted it because I broke the bottle, but fortunately I was able to save the juice. Star of the Season Elixir by Orlov.
Interesting.
This one is delicious. I've given it as gifts, and the people that have worn it have come back to tell me that they were complimented. So this one is a definite compliment getter. It projects well and performs good regardless of the season, even though, you know, Star of the Season kind of implies winter.
Got you. Dang. What about OG Joe more? So yeah, I mean, I gotta check that one out. Especially, you know me, I love my gourmands and just everything is.
I think it's worth it. This one, I kept spraying it on the arm. So I just posted a video. It's like 1 minute and 17 seconds long. I explained that the opening, it feels like all of the materials used are kind of trying to squeeze through this door. So the first 8 seconds feel very pushed through and squeezed. But once it gets through, they open up and become this like really delicious gourmand.
So I'm being told by the chat, specifically Alex, to let you know to never stop asking, is this thing on? Is this thing on?
Is this thing on? I'm going to find out how to ask in Italiano.
Hey,
Questa cosa sta prendido.
You know, you might have to talk to Alex for that, you know, at the Perfume Temple. Maybe if you wish him a happy birthday and bring him a cannoli, he might actually do that.
I'll send him a cannoli.
Mr. Midnight wants to know what your favorite animal is from the zoo.
To be honest, I don't have a favorite animal. I know that when I go, there's always the peacocks walking
Okay.
around. So I don't know. I have a favorite animal.
Great to see
How do
Pinoy in
you
here.
do, Pinoy? Always the peacocks walking
Oop.
around. So I don't know.
Pinoy, are you there?
Yeah, I'm just listening. Go ahead.
Great to see you. Great to see you. How are you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Awesome.
Howdy.
Yes,
I like the jingle. You know, the entrance is so strong. I like it. the spirit.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like the topic. Oh God, this is very good. I really like. But you know, I don't really agree for that light blue eye. Like, I don't know. In the date, you should be like cuddly.
Exactly.
You know, that like sweet and
a little bit nicer, a little bit more
Yeah.
relaxed.
The light blue. The light blue.
Yeah. I agree to the all of the fragrance that was flexed there, but yeah, it's subjective though. But the light blue is, I don't know, it's very fresh. It's just so relaxing. It's good to be fresh in the date, but it should be like cuddly, sexy,
exactly,
aromatic. You know,
Something better for like the close encounter, right? Something almost edible.
You need to impress your date, especially that's the first date. The best example where a date designer is, for me, in my opinion, is the Dior Homme Intense. It's really fresh, relaxing, and very sexy. I guess that's the old time. In my experience, I do that to impress. Even my wife still love it.
No,
so I stand to that designer, you know, and I agree to Melissa as well. The Ultra Mall.
Yes, that's a good one.
Pour party, yeah. During that's my time. You know, because it's really sweet beast mode during those time, if not yet reformulated. So yeah, I went to party once when I was invited. I can't wear my Ultramar because I have the reformulated one. I wear the 9mm Afnan. It's really beast mode as well. It's make the job done, and so yeah, I still agree. The Ultramar is still, but yeah, I didn't wear them anymore because yeah, I got my old. It's not old because I sold my old. Yeah, it was there. So Afnan, try it, guys. It's a clone. Okay. I'm so sorry to Rafael. I know he doesn't wear the clone. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, I wear that when I go to the party. You know, the Afnan 9 p.m. It's the 1-to-1 clone in my own opinion. It's really still good. Yeah, go on.
You know which one I dig? 14-Hour Dream by Just Box. I feel like that one is good for any time, but if you're in the office, you're not gym, but in the office, you can wear it from office to dinner to dancing to whatever. And it'll last.
Good one.
Yeah.
That is a good one too. I think we're getting a little bit of, or getting a question from Strawberry here. Sports girl aesthetic frag. So I'm assuming she's asking like for women who are kind of, you know how guys are like jocks into sports. Maybe like a sporty women's type of
Calvin
fragrance.
Klein woman.
Calvin
Klein woman. And the light blue as well for women.
Like blue. There was a Burberry Her, I think would be a good one, like an athletic gym rat. No, like so like a little bit more. So
Calvin
basically,
Klein
like a jock.
Is very clean. It's clean. It lasts. I remember I was rocking it for a few weeks. That's how good it is. I mean, it smells unisex, but it's called Calvin Klein Woman, and it just smells super, super clean. It stays clean throughout the wearing as well.
And anyone in the chat,
Burberry
if y'all have
Her is good
option.
too. Burberry Her is good too. That's the one that's pink juice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Pink
I remember
juice.
they came out with Touch, which was bluish, and then yeah.
Yeah, Alex was asking you something. I think Alex is Filipino.
I think so. Let's see.
Alex
Eh,
says lechon or tocino. That's a delicacy of Philippines.
oh, got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Which one do you prepare? Both, brother. Tocino for breakfast all the time. Lechon for dinner.
Yum, yum. You know,
And
I don't have any connection to my Filipino ancestry, but my grandfather was part Filipino, part Aztec.
that's
Yeah,
awesome.
but it got lost. He was born. His father was born in Belize, and he was born in Guatemala. So he
Oh.
spoke English, Spanish, learned the language of the woman he wound up marrying, which is Garifuna, and yeah. But the
Mm.
Filipino was lost. But the last name is Estero
Okay.
now, but it was originally Esteban.
Mm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
this is
Okay.
Spanish and Filipino.
Yeah.
Yeah, our ancestor was really a Spanish. We are being slave
Mhm.
for the Spaniard, and we sold to American. That's why we are Americanized.
Hmm.
So yeah, we lost our Spanish. We used to speak that, but we lost it.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, yeah.
Who knows? We might be cousins.
Oh, my
Right.
man.
We
Mi
all
Yeah,
might
we
amigo, mi
might
be.
hermano,
be.
mi primo, mi primo.
Yeah, hermano, mi amigo, ah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nah, that's awesome. And it's just awesome too. Like there are so many people here who aren't even from the community initially, like Carissa, Strawberry. You know, that just everyone in general just kind of is coming from different bits and pieces, but still like wants to know about fragrance, you know. So it definitely is a
I'm coming
good
from
thing.
hair.
You're coming from hair,
Yeah.
you know, Strawberry's coming from you now, and which is a whole nother like streaming platform, nothing to do with fragrance. And then she met Joey and I, and now she's like up to 6 bottles with like another 3 or 4 pending. She has Scentbird samples, which
Ooh.
that's not a plug for Scentbird on my end yet. They got to pay me for that, but she does have that. So just definitely it's just great to see like people from different areas, different nationalities, different hobbies just being
Yep.
able to come together, you know.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
good
good to
thing.
hear.
Yep.
Shout out
I
to
second that. I second that, Joe. I second that. This community, I tell people, this community has saved many a lives. Many
Mm,
a lives. Because I know for me, I've always kind of been able to keep a certain level of stability, but um a few years ago, I was kind of getting bored. I was in a rut. My life was super monotonous. When I say monotonous, it was you could the time that I was going to use the bathroom, you knew when I was going to go. There was
mm,
no kind of spontaneity. And fragrance added this whole new element. And the thing is, it never gets boring. It can get boring if you stay in one, if you like in life, you stay stagnant. But fragrance is forever changing, forever evolving. Even when it becomes repetitive, it's a different kind of repetitive. You know what I mean?
right, absolutely. Shout out to supply and demand too. Try molecular one, but no, it's always got to change.
How is it working? Have they tried it? Because they just got it. So has it worked for them? What fragrance did they boost?
That's a good question. Let us know, supply and demand. Let us know. Um, Straight fire. Whoa, I haven't seen this name in my chat in a minute. My fiance is from the Philippines. That's awesome.
Oh,
Oh,
good. May she get here safe and secure.
You know, my brother. Where? Oh, that's Raph saying no need to apologize for your clone comment.
he's the Surge Off guy.
He
My
he is
man.
he is nah. He's an awesome person. Pinoy, how are you?
Yeah,
How you doing? How's
good.
everything over there?
Good. I'm so busy. I haven't been uploading for 10 days. You
Mm,
know, I'm so busy really because I went to have yeah, the church voluntary jobs. I just got back yesterday.
got
So
you.
you basically I review like five. 5 videos at the same time, and then I put that in my after the edit. I put that in my cell phone, and but at the moment I haven't been doing that, so I don't have any review yet. I have a
There
lot
was
of
nothing in reserves. There was nothing
yeah.
in
I
reserves.
I bought a lot of Dua 100 ml for it was been macerated there because I have a lot of requests. But yeah, I've been happy. But I've been good, doing well, you know.
Hey, that's what matters.
And
I'm
it's good
glad
to
you're good.
volunteer. That's a big deal. That's a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
deal. That's a good thing. It's always good to volunteer. It
It
makes you
is.
feel rich. It makes you feel rich,
Mm.
you know,
Andrew,
spiritually and
great to see
emotionally.
you. Just super ambroxan blend from Oh, okay. So just heavy ambroxan with the molecule.
Okay.
I'm
Shout
doing
outs
an
to Andrew.
experiment.
What you doing?
I'm doing an experiment now, because my spice bomb I drop it because I brought it. It's winter here in New Zealand, by the way. So I
Right.
brought a spice bomb for my volunteer, and I dropped it. And I have to decant it because I don't have the nozzle. I will show you. So yeah, I don't have it anymore. See, I decant them,
Okay.
and I decant it at 10 ml at the time.
Right.
And I just found out that the pure Haban and this one, a hybrid, it's freaking very freaking good blend together. What happened there? Because I have this 5 ml decant for my I do this. This is what I do. The niche I decant them to rotate to buy a new fragrances. So I decant the 10 ml in this, and someone asked me for a sample of pure Haban, and I put them together because I did an extra, so I shake them together, and now I just came back for that, and I found out that's wow, it's very good hybrid. I want to try it, guys. It's so
Do you
weird.
remember? Do you remember what the ratio was? I mean, not being a nerd,
Yeah,
but do you remember what the ratio was? That's I see. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Fragrance
There,
is never boring.
the ratio was 60 on this 60% and 40% of the pure Haban.
Oh wow!
Because if you're new in the fragrance, before when I was new, I don't really like this because it's too spicy. The old spice bomb was very spicy. The black pepper here is very purging. You even sneeze. So this is the original, and this one's or the originals of the pure Haban. You know this. I cut it for the spray. Yeah, and so I decanted them. Man, it's really good. It's so balanced. The spicy of this was covered with the honey. It's very good. Try it, guys, and shake it first, and leave it there macerate for a week or two, or I guess. And when I come back, man, it's very freaking good. It's really nice combination. Not too sweet, not too spicy. It's freaking good. I
They
think
kind of neutralize each other. They balance each other.
yeah, they complement each other. Like the sweetness of your Haban was covered with the extreme, the spice but extreme. The super spicy black pepper and his was covered by the honey. They have both pipe tobacco fragrance, and now it really complement each other. You try it, guys. You will love it, and then it's really very good. The Siad, the Central is really good. My wife even, what is that? And he cannot even tell. It was a hybrid, and then she was really surprised. And I've been using it for 2 days now. Yesterday I drove an Uber because I have after work I have an extra job that is Uber. That is for my fragrance. I buy my old fragrance for an extra job, which is Uber.
Nice.
So compliment upon compliment. I was really, and I put that decant in the car now because it's really good. So that's
so
my
as soon as you open your car door, you're smelling it.
It's really good. Try it, guy. If you have those two, try it at 60, 40. I
60
put a lot
spice
of
bomb, 40 Havan.
yeah. because mostly, especially when my surroundings, when I'm just wearing that spice bomb, just a spice bomb, and it said, it's so strong because that black pepper is so spicy. So sometimes I just use that in the party. But when I'm gonna decant them for I'm gonna put them together.
Did this
now
happen to
on.
anybody else? So 2012, right? I was working a company called Progressive Home Health Aid Agency in the offices, and it was on 32nd Street, 34th Street. You have Macy's, and at that time you had Perfumania. I don't know if they still have Perfumania, but Perfumania was right across the street from Macy's, and I had purchased the Spice Bomb from Macy's. And it was like something like maybe $100 for the little one, and then a few weeks later, I go across the street to Perfumania, and they showed me 1 million, Paco Rabanne's 1 million. To my nose at that time, the Spice Bomb and the 1 million smelled exactly the same. For me, there was no difference. And I don't know what notes I was picking up that made me think that they all both smell the same. But to this day, that's my memory. They smell the same. Has that been your experience, or do you guys feel that there's a difference between Spice Bomb and Paco Rabanne's 1 million?
There is a difference. For me, it's much sweeter in 1 million, like actual sweeter. But I can see why, like with the cinnamon and certain elements, where the comparison, not hard comparisons, but I can see why similarities. Like, oh, they have this. I would say that more so than like. I wouldn't draw a comparison saying they're like closer, outside of just the fact that they kind of have like spicy cinnamon,
right?
Especially, I mean, there's vanilla tones in there, so yeah. But it's Spice Bomb is significantly less sweeter than 1 million,
So
especially 1 million then.
Maybe the freebie, because the freebie has a lot of amber, but 1 million is still different for me, in my opinion.
Yeah, because I remember being excited. The 1 million was like $62 for that big bottle. So I was like, wait a minute, I'm not buying Spice Bomb again. I'm gonna keep buying this.
Right.
Yeah, maybe the 1 million freebie because it has tobacco and amber there.
I love the pre-bay. And they were saying that it was going to be discontinued. I don't know if that's true or not, but I found a fragrance that works just as good as the Privé and costs like $17.
Okay.
And it actually came out before the Privé, so it's not a clone.
Nice. Really quick, I have to do this. Shout out to Danimal in the super chat for $1.99. Have you guys smelled Absolute Aphrodisiac? I'm trying to get a brand name on it. Apparently, a few people have, saying that it's musky, animalic, good for the winter. Pinoy, have you heard or even tried this fragrance?
Which one?
It's Absolute Aphrodisiac. I don't know by who. Shouts out to Eric.
Aphrodisiac. I have the Aphrodisiac of the initial.
Got you.
The psychedelic, and I never heard about it. I'm so sorry.
No, I mean, that's fine. Don't worry, I haven't heard of it either. That's why I'm trying to see. What's up, Rudy? Time to musk up. Y'all make sure y'all check out Rudy's channel, the PhD of EDP.
You know, I say his name in Spanish. Tiempo de amezclar.
Supply and demand says outside of side effect initials. Okay, yeah, that's one of my signatures, and I really love it. Yeah.
I like side effects.
Very
and
good.
I like the Oud for Happiness, but I didn't like it enough that I would get a bottle of side effect. I wouldn't get a bottle of Oud for Happiness unless it's
side effect is good. You know which one I liked too was the musk.
Musk therapy.
Wonderful.
Musk therapy.
Musk therapy.
The Oud fragrance, when I review it, I sold it straight away. I don't like it. It's so odd. There is no Oud in there. It's just so unrock. It's very marketing. There is really no Oud there. It's a realistic fragrance, Oud fragrance, but there is no Oud. It's so okay. Go.
Oh no, sorry. You were talking. Go ahead.
Hey, Fritz, what's going on? Hi to
Yes.
Miss Fritz, please.
Yeah, definitely. Shouts out to both of y'all. Shouts out to Captain Blimp. And oh, he's talking about Anish. Dan was talking about Anicio. So
And Malik.
absolute aphrodisiac by Anicio.
Yeah,
Why do I
yeah.
remember smelling that? I liked it. It was, you know what? That one is woody. If I remember well, when I sprayed it on my skin, it was very woody, and the woodiness in that one reminded me of Killian's Black Phantom. You know how it has this it's like a almost edible woodiness? That one had that. And so each time I smell a good woody fragrance, my brain goes back to aphrodisiac.
Got you. Okay. Nice. Yeah. I've got to get a little bit more I know they have them in Bloomingdale's, so I'll have to check out a few more or not Bloomingdale's, Neiman Marcus over in my mall. So I'll have to check them out a little more. Or go back to Max Aroma and try them there, one of the two. But
Is Max Aromas here in New York as well?
Max Aroma's in Queens on 32nd. Almost by
He was
Astoria.
preparing about the absolute. That's where I'm telling. I thought the house was minimalist. Yeah, absolute. I'm pretty sure I have that one too before, but it's too animalic. Really,
Gotcha.
so there, it's not really for me. You know, that's Castorium and Chevet. There is very nah. I sold it
Pronounced
to.
on your skin.
No, because as I said, you know, I'm an Asian. I have to you know, I can't be annoyed the environment that I went to. I always considered where I go. I could wear that when the exact time, but yeah, I sold it to buy me a new one for review because there it's very animalic. Where is this guy? Where is the? Yeah, I have that one too before. I have a video of that as well, and yeah, the castorium, the leather is very strong combination. It's just only for those fragrance lover that loves animalic or leathery. It's very strong, not for everybody, especially for the new ones. If you want to introduce by a niche, that's not where you go because it's musky, leathery, and you know, very animalic. But yeah, it's good fragrance, but not for everybody, in my opinion.
So I have a question, Pinoy. Like, is it also made? How are because you're saying it's winter in New Zealand? I'm familiar. I have known a few people in New Zealand in my time. So, but I never like got to winters and getting into like actual. Do y'all have like actual cold weather winters, or does it relatively kind of stay warmer throughout the entire year? You know, like does it ever change into like really cold, maybe some snow or some, you know, stuff like that? Does it ever get cold like that, or what happens?
From where I am, it's only a 0, but no snow. But there are a lot. There are like especially in Taupo, in Tauranga, it's like a snow there. We go there for skiing, but from Auckland where I am, it has 4 seasons. Yeah, I haven't been experienced for it's 15 years stay here that had been it snowed, raining snow. But yeah, there is an area like farther south and north. There is a what's this? Snow. Yeah, but yeah, there is no snow in my area.
Okay.
But it's true. In where you live, Pinoy, people don't usually wear fragrances, right?
That was the next thing I was gonna get at too.
Which one? Which is this? New Zealand?
No, because you were saying you consider where you're at, and my experience, I've given fragrances to my Asian friends, and they've told me, please don't give me any more because we don't really use it. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know that.
Philippines?
No, in this case, they're Asian Chinese. They're Asian Chinese. But I know that there are some people that are from Korea who don't really use fragrances. It's not as common as it is for Westerners or other parts of the world.
Okay.
So
For
that's why
me,
I'm
I would.
asking, is it common? Because I'm bouncing or trampolining off of what you mentioned, where you don't wear them because the general public.
No, no. What I mean, what considering my environment is, but yeah, basically Filipino are Americanized. We are
Mhm.
all our. That's where we get our English from. We are Americanized. We look into America fashion. So Filipino are wearing fragrances. That's why I during my journey I started this. I'm 45 years old. I started 18 years old. I
Gotcha.
started at a very local, very cheap Axe to Aspen, and then I evolved to something else. But yeah, Filipino are Americanized, Westernized. Even we're a third world country, we
Mhm.
wear especially even very cheap cologne or perfume just to copy the West. So we are a fragrance lover. We have a lot of fragrance group there, which is like almost 15,000
Mhm.
different. We are really a fragrance lover. As a Filipino,
Mhm.
we love to cook to copy the West, especially the America.
Nice. What about in New Zealand too? Because
New
that's where
Zealand,
you
that's
are.
a very good question. Our fragrance group here is just about 1,500. It's just 1,500. Yeah, the locals don't wear that much.
Mhm.
Only if they wear its own niche category,
Right.
they don't really they they want, and some locals don't really want to expend $100 just to
Mhm.
impress people. That's the mentality of the locals here. So
Right.
yeah, so not really that. Sometimes they are just even barefoot. The locals here went to grocery, went to the mall barefoot. So
Oh, so
Get
it's
it.
very comfortable, very country. In my
Right.
yeah,
where my father is from, Santa Rosa de Aguan, Honduras. That's how it is. You walk barefoot.
Shout out to Yara who
yeah, I tried
spent a
that
lot
too.
of time in New Zealand. Great to see you,
Yeah,
Yara.
yeah. So this the explanation of I considered my environment. So I went when I go to the Asian environment, I cannot wear that like the animalic so musky because
Mhm.
it's annoying to them or it's offensive to them because we used to wear the the floral, the fresh, the blue fragrance in our country because it's a tropical. So if you introduce this animalic to us, it will not be sold
It'll be
there.
offensive because it'll be a sea
Yeah,
of fresh and
yeah,
oceanic type of fragrances, and then
yeah,
all of a sudden this earthy. You know,
yeah. So
I
we
get it.
we
Makes
have.
sense.
So that's why maybe considering all those you can see they're Filipino even when I came here in New Zealand I brought all this fresh.
Mhm.
So during winter time it's maybe scientifically it's a science that your blue fragrance cannot really push into the mist, the
Right.
mist of the, and it will not last for
It can't travel through the
a
cold.
year.
Can't travel
Yeah.
Mhm.
through the cold.
Mhm.
So
It
that's why
doesn't
I
live
was
so long.
introduced. It was introduced by the winter fragrance, so I tried to. But yeah, in back in the Philippines, we have the the famous designer there is Dior Homme Intense. That
Right.
could be a winter as well. The Ultramal and the 1 million and the you know it could be wear in the night, just night, but you can't wear that in the office because it's very offensive. So yeah, that's my explanation too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We had a question too from Arxel. Give me a few seconds because Arxel wanted to know something. There we go. Right here, Pinoy. Are you gonna do more Mason? I don't want to butcher that name.
Alhambra.
Alhambra Vids.
Yeah, I still have two of that, like the Kismet, the Tuxedo The Tuxedo. I have a lot of Alhambra that I haven't yet. By the way,
Mhm.
guys, Alhambra, I know some of you won't not really like clone. I like clone as well, especially the clone that really performs.
Mm.
The
Yeah,
Alhambra,
I like
the
Alhambra.
Latafa,
I
the
like Alhambra.
Latafa. I was really impressed with this private blend of Latafa. They are really good juice. It's especially the woody wood that I just blend. I love it. Tom Port wood is very expensive. In where
Yes,
I
it
am,
is.
it's 550 New Zealand dollars, and that's
Mhm.
very. It's like one
It is.
week of your salary. And I was introduced with this woody wood. It's a 1-to-1. In my opinion, it's freaking long lasting. It's like a Tom Ford wood in that bottle. Yeah, Alhambra, it's
Mm.
very good. Hello, the Spritz with Pop Fritz. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, he just joined.
Yes.
Pinoy, I just joined your Facebook group. Oh, thank you so much.
Mhm.
Yes.
No, this is awesome, and I
You
mean,
know, sometimes things that are supposed to be clones are actually the originals.
right.
So I always
Yeah,
like to look at the year that it came out, and you'll be surprised how many designer houses are actually copying.
I agree with it. This one, I'm really
Oh yeah. Hope everyone's enjoying this, and if you haven't yet, please like this stream,
yes.
please.
This one, I have too many haters when I review this too.
Oh yes.
To be honest, I just prepared this Moustache ADP than this Tuxedo because it's really a 1-to-1. It's like watered down. It is a watered down, but man, it's yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you, bro. Sometimes the clone performs well. This is a very good juice, guys. To if you haven't tried this, I recommend this. If you like that, the patchouli vanilla combo. From where I am, this is $700. Imagine,
Yes.
my
Oh,
God, the Yves Saint Laurent. This tuxedo is very expensive. It's hard to get now, and then it's reformulated because I had the opportunity. I was invited with the my friend was a manager of the YSL in the Philippines. I was invited with these five fragrance. It was a five fragrance release during that time. One of it is Tuxedo. I have one of this, the original, and this one is a new release. It's not the same. It's not the
Mm.
same from the first 2015 release. It's not like that vanilla creamy. It's not that anymore. It's really this one. It just smells like Moustache EDP, the watered down. In my
Right.
opinion, it's now this is watered down. This is like a Moustache EDP in this bottle. But during the day, the first release was really the vanilla is so creamy, and the patchouli with that combo and sandalwood really sophisticated. It's like billionaire type. Now, when you buy this new release,
Mhm.
it's like just smells like this, a watered down Moustache EDP. That's it. I really freaking agree with you, bro. That sometimes I know there is a lot out there that doesn't really believe in cloning, but yeah,
Right. I don't
I
mind it.
cover. Yeah, sometimes you have to help those people understand, like in a third world country, from like my Philippines.
Right.
They want to smell good, and the budget is this different.
Right.
Factor is budget, so let I I cater them as well.
How about I like Histoires de Parfums. I have Hemingway 1899, Casanova's one of my favorite fougere barbershop like lavender powdery fragrances. They have a few Ombre 114, not another blue, but how about y'all? Have y'all tried any from Histoires de Parfums, or do y'all like them, or are they not good to y'all?
I like them. I tried them. I had gotten a few decants. I got a discovery set. I don't remember the names of the ones, but I wasn't really disappointed by any. I wasn't disappointed by any. They were okay to good. They were okay to good. If I remember correctly, there was one that was awesome, but I don't remember the name of it.
All good. What about you, Pinoy? Have you tried any Histoires de Parfums?
Not yet. No.
Not yet. Okay. Nah, they're good. They're nothing that you have to try per se, but they are definitely they make some very good solid fragrances. And now that they're a little bit cheaper than because when they first came on the scene, when I first started reviewing in 2012, they were full priced, almost $200 type. Now you could get the big bottles for like 30, 40, $50 off,
It's
and
more
then the smaller
reasonable.
bottles for under 100. So it definitely comes out. Histoire de Parfums 1828 is legit. Barbasol Scent
Mr. Mike.
1740. That one's good too. Shout out to I
Yeah.
Smell.
I believe you. Yeah, something.
Captain didn't like Casanova though. That's fine. I mean, I could see why there's certain things. Sometimes it's a little too powdery. Dang, I wanted to.
Raphael
like the
was saying that.
Immortel leather.
Yes, Tuxedo doesn't smell the same because of the IFRA. Yeah, I believe you, bro. Because of that, International Fragrance Association. Yeah, I guess the sandalwood in some area, the sandalwood and the patchouli, it's not permitted anymore.
Right.
So yeah, in my country, the ambergris is illegal. So yeah, it's something.
I was
like
having that conversation yesterday with someone. I was like, I sometimes I feel that IFRA will do things and it's a personal thing, because it's just they come out of nowhere saying, oh, this material is no longer safe. And it's been used for, 200 years. And now you're going to tell us that it's not safe. Like, what prodded that? Who got you angry? Who, what perfumer do you not like that you're trying to cock block now? So sometimes it's just too out of left field.
No, absolutely. Licorice, that was the other note I was trying to figure out in Casanova. No.
Yeah, sometimes the country doesn't allow you to essential juice anymore. Like in our country before, because it's an island, Philippines is an island, so the ambergris was always washed out there. So the ambergris, we call it a white gold, so it's very expensive. Now it's illegal. Right. So when you find a very chunk of ambergris, you could be put in jail of that if you sell it to the others. So that's what is it. So ambergris in a lot of country, it's illegal. So the IFRA has to jump in to make the community aware. So sometimes, like in my country, jasmine sabac is just been before 5 years ago it was illegal, and now it's open again.
Interesting.
So
the numbers have gone up.
Yeah, and even if the Sakharov, they always go to Australia for his sandalwood, because one of the sandalwood, and ETH go to Philippines because of our jasmine sabac, one of the best, just growing normally. The aroma of our jasmine is very good for jasmine lover out there. So now it's open, so Aaron Cherins used to always go there to buy. That is like it. The IFRA wants the environments to be friendly,
right?
So like Chanel has his own farm. Every Chanel, you cannot really hear Chanel is reformulated, because they have their own. They cannot be affected of illegality of the juice, because they grow their own farm for that. Yeah. So like the Blue de Chanel is always smells like it.
I would say it's a perfect. What Raphael said and what you said. I would say that it would be a combination of that, because I feel that there is business is business. So there's definitely money involved in there. And the book, The Ghost Perfumer, and that's what made me start thinking differently. The book, The Ghost Perfumer, how they'll even play their own workers who sacrifice decades of their life for money. You know what I mean?
Right.
so it made me say, okay, so it's not like they're in it for the love of fragrance, they're in it for the money. So yes, maybe they do care a little bit about the environment. I don't believe people who care a lot more about money care too much about the environment. I always feel that there is a money situation there too. So what you said helps me understand a lot, that ambergris situation, that jasmine situation, but also what Raphael said makes sense to me, where it's like you have to now purchase the oils from this house or from that house. It's like it's you know, it's that. So that's what I love about this community. You know what I mean? You have a question, you ask, and you get answers.
If you want to look at the Aaron Terence Hughes channel, it's very informative. The way he review, he always start with, oh, it's legal.
Right.
The legal matter, he jump into it. Oh, they sold this legally, because he knows, as a perfumer, as a
shows the back
businessman,
of it. He shows the
back
ingredient.
of it. He knows.
He breaks it down.
I mean, Raphael was really spot on. It's how you sell your product, how where do you sell it, and how you level it, your compound to sell, because there is a lot of category there, whether you buy it from the legal countries, and how do you sell it, how do you market it. It's all legally, even your employee, when I look at the Aaron Terence Hughes review, I learn a lot, because
with him you learn a lot. I love how he breaks it down.
Everything.
His older reviews I love too. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
I learned that when I went to small courses. I asked them, why did they formulate, even I know the IFRA, because sometimes in the illegality, like in our country, one of the I hear this story, I don't know if it is true, that the creed before, like 20-30 years ago, a chunk of ambergris in our country, so they have a lot of juice for ambergris. Now it's illegal. They cannot mimic that wherever you go. So they have to do it an aroma chemical. Now the Creed are doing aroma chemical, because they ran out of that ambergris. Their main signature is ambergris and sandalwood. Where they buy their sandalwood now is illegal. Where they buy their ambergris now it's illegal. So how will they go about it? So it's an aroma chemical. That's why it's been reformulated as that. Yeah, that's the Raphael is spot on.
Thank you, Fritz.
Absolutely, definitely. Thank you, Fritz. Shout out to Darren, by the way. Darren just came into the chat, and the beautiful, lovely, amazing Hills, one half of the Burrow Nerdy Fragrance Reviews, along with Yara.
Shout out to you. Hello. The Bureau Nerd. I watch her too.
Yep, she's great. She's great. Big personal friends of mine.
By the way, my wife watch your channel, The Bureau.
Oh, okay. There you go, Hills.
The Bureau.
Yeah.
The Bureau. But nah, that's it's always good to talk about these things, especially when it comes to IFRA in different countries and everything, because it gives enlightenment. Like I know even George had mentioned one time that, like, even with a lot of countries, you can't just like bring it with you, like the actual like the made fragrance. You can't just bring it with you because it may contain like certain ingredients that aren't allowed. So yeah, like to sell, like in terms of actual like selling, like if you're like shipping it, so this way then it could be distributed and sent over, like it has to still file certain regulations. If like certain notes in there are like sandalwood from here, or like just say for instance the ambergris, right, that Pinoy mentioned, if it contains ambergris from a specific area, then it will be like, oh no, you can't do that. Or you can't just bring it over, you can't just like send it and think like, oh okay, everything's good. Like it has to be a whole nother process. So yeah. Has anyone smelled Bond No. 9 signature parfum? No. I haven't.
I smelled Brooklyn recently.
I only have the Banan behind the New York release.
Was Lale comp started between 22. No perfume should have this.
Yeah.
The
Brooklyn smells good from
VR40,
Bond Number 9, but I haven't smelled the original.
the VR40 can go to hell.
The last one.
Yeah, we have a recall from New Zealand. All they are not really the new release of the Baccarat Rouge was
Got
recalled
you.
because it doesn't really last for 30 minutes. And imagine
Mm.
$780 or $1,000 for 200 ml. Yeah, it was just been recalled at I guess like February or January. Yeah,
Mm.
their ambergris and the saffron is not that great anymore. So I don't know what happened there. That's my wife's signature scent. Now he's wearing the Dua. They
He's happy with the duo?
yeah, he's just happy. Yeah, she's one of those person that will hear one was recalled. So she likes the Dua, this one. Yeah, this one. And yeah,
Oh,
she really
yeah.
likes it. She really likes it. So that's her signature sense every time.
That's
And
that's
and this
Elixir
one
or
as
is
well.
that Casino Royale?
Casino Royale and Elixir. Oh no, this is the Elixir. She has the
Okay.
and the
I like that one.
what's this? The Al Haramain one.
Mm-hmm.
This one is Amber Oud. Yeah, Amber Oud Rouge.
Oh,
I love
yes,
that
yes,
one.
yes.
I
Yeah,
love
this
that
one.
one.
This is her signature and best. Yeah, unfortunately, her one was recalled because of that.
Yeah, the
The
name and
Kiwis, the
everything.
locals, it's really the they had filed a complaint and yeah, it was recalled. So
Mm.
it's not really that good in my opinion. It's not that long lasting.
Right.
So she settled the Dua and this one. She likes this because it's a long lasting, not that creamy the
Right.
way the Baccarat Rouge perform, but it performs like 8 to 10 hours.
Yes, it's a beast of a
So
performer. A
yeah,
beast of a I remember being 16 hours in of the wear and doing this and getting hit with the smell. I was like, wow,
Mm.
it's good.
yeah, we have a date, like lunch date, and there was this really guy was looking at her, and I don't know what if because she's the manager of Burger King. She thought, oh my god, maybe that guy was the complainant.
Like a
She was
customer.
looking for
Yeah.
the whole time. And then the wife came and said, oh, I really like your smell. Can I get your perfume? So that's why she loves this
Yes.
one because compliment, imagine. And I was really surprised. So when I reviewed it, I
Gotcha.
want to tell it, but nah, it's not my experience. But yeah, that's my wife's experience. Yeah.
My
So I
advice to
just
that person that you just posted the comment about that they wanted to get the Amber Rouge. What
Oh
I
yeah,
do,
yeah.
even for like Halloween Man X, I know not everybody loves it, but there's a lot of people that dig it. And here in the Bronx, it's kind of popular. You know what I mean? Smells like that are popular still, fortunately. So that one, what I do is I'll automatically put myself on the wait list. So put yourself on a wait list. Go to Gift Express, go to Fragrance Net, go to Fragrance X, go to Fragrance by Canada, and put yourself on their wait lists. And honestly, that like it's not like I'm looking at the phone to see if it happens, but if it pops up and I see it, I go and I purchase a few.
yeah, fragrance bias to cater everything.
Mm-hmm.
They are
Yeah.
like, I'm like, where do they get they get fragrances that I think the fragrance companies thought about doing and never put out, and they have it.
Yeah, I have the experience with fragrance buy. I buy it there, and I ask my sister from America to ship it to me because they are only locals there. Because I can't find it anywhere else but in that website. So yeah, basically the hard to find fragrance is in fragrance buy. Maybe you can, but locally here because yeah, as I said, the locals are not into clones and that. So I have a lot of because yeah, the local Middle Eastern, I have it like I just a walking distance. That's why my channel. By the way, I review everything from knees, designers, and clones.
Yeah.
That's why I
Because
appreciate your
yeah,
channel.
I review everything. I wear everything as well. So I'm not really into
That's the
because it's a
key.
hobby. Yeah, I know a fragrance. I look into him as well. He always said, I hate clones. I don't condone clones. But now when he changed his channel, he's doing a clone because I think you know that guy. It's a 250 channel. I look into him as well, but you know, you cannot really say something that you will, you know. So
You know what
that's
I've
why
observed? You know what I've observed is this: in fragrance, just like in our life experience, right? When the way we thought and the way we expressed ourselves when we were 5, we express ourselves differently at 15 and at 25, at 35, and so on. So I think that happens with us in fragrances. There are people who regurgitate what they hear. And so if what they're hearing is, oh, I hate clones, I'm not doing clones, it has to be this, then that's what they're going to regurgitate. And I
oh
enjoy watching the process of that person because they're going to have to keep learning on their own, right? Eventually. And as they're learning on their own, then they start developing their own profile, their own language, and their own expectation of fragrance. And now a person that used to say, I don't like colognes, who was just regurgitating what A, B, C, D said, now is going to say, wait a minute. I like fragrances, and guess what? This fragrance smells better than the one that I bought here. So maybe there's something there. And then you see this expansion of the mind, expansion of the nose, right? Occur. And that is just beautiful. So I love it. And that's what we do. Those of us that make YouTube videos or Instagram posts, we're documenting our journey, our experience, you know?
So Raphael was saying something. Pinoy reach Anoj. He can. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you, Raphael.
Yeah,
To those
definitely.
who are reading as well, if you know Anoj is one of the best supplier of fragrance, and he is very good guy. He's a legit and one of the great supplier for the YouTuber. I knew a lot of my friends that order from these guys. So yeah, I will take note for
That's
that.
good.
Yeah, it's the
I would-
hardest part. I can't even find the Italia and my group New Zealand, the Italia group, Italia. If you heard about it's so hard to find when it was not um been and then we asked Anoj, yeah, he can produce. I don't know where he find those hard and rare fragrances. Thank you. Yeah, I will do that again. I forgot Anuj.
Shots abandoned. Nah, I didn't even know that about Anuj. I mean, listen, everyone, I appreciate everyone all the same, no matter what their title or status is. But then hearing that, that's definitely something good to know. So I will keep that in mind. He is a great guy, though. I've seen him the last couple of times stop through my chat. And then he even super chatted me today. So, of course, what's there not to like about him? But, you know, this was a great episode, and I really do got to thank you both for coming on. It's dinner time for me, so I do have to get ready to wrap this up. But
Right.
I want you both to know, like always, not Big T, but like that you both are always welcome on my stream anytime. Once the
Thank
link
you.
is dropped, there's no thing like, oh, well, I don't know if I'll fit in with the topic. I don't know, I don't want to mess up your flow. If the link is there and you want to come on, the invitation's there, you know. So that I want you all watching to make sure y'all check out Marcial's Blends
Thank
Fragrance,
you very much.
PINOYKIWISCENT. Y'all make sure y'all check out the Hills Nerdy Fragrance Reviews channel. Y'all make sure y'all check out Time to Musk Up channel. Fragrance Fight Night, another great channel. LX
And
Fragrances.
LX Fragrance as well.
we need to get this man back so this way he can go ahead. People can start checking out his channel. But in the meantime, check out his channel, Salty Salt.
Salty Salt.
Shout out to Pat. Yeah, y'all, in the comments down below, let me know based off of your situations, you know, what designer fragrances do you consider to be the best? Because some of these honestly were a little questionable. Some of them were good, but still could have been a little bit more on average, in my opinion. I appreciate you all for stopping by in the chat. And again, thank you to everyone who super chatted. And
thank you very much, Joel. I'm honored, man.
Thank you,
I'm
seriously.
honored.
And if y'all have any questions about IFRA, y'all make sure y'all let me know in the comments. We're on the road to 2,000, and I'm trying to get that 24-hour live stream with the giveaways going. So y'all go ahead, make sure y'all subscribe so that could happen. Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all later.
Peace.